Hey,
Hey,
happy birthday.
thank you, baby.
Listen, so I put a video out earlier today and I talked about why I had to wait for you to ask to marry me. I understood when we got together, you really weren't ready to get married. And so I had to wait. So I just wanted you to share why I had to wait.
Why you had to wait for me to ask you?
Yeah, people want to know. Hey.
But number one, it was no way that you were gonna ask me to marry you. Let's just establish that.
This is true.
Right, that was never gonna work.
Right.
Right. And so I had to get myself together. Right.
Okay.
So a lot of people have a lot of different reasons why it takes them so long.
Okay.
Right. And if you plan on being with the person, and if you love that person, sometimes, number one, you shouldn't rush them into anything.
Okay.
Right. But you have to at least have those open conversations, what their trepidation is about taking that next step into marriage. Right. So it's not one dimensional.
Right.
Right. Because ladies, men are different. Right. So just because you had one bad experience with one man who seemingly took forever, that's not the case for all men. We are more than just one dimensional. There are many facets to manhood and maleness.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it has a lot to do with how you're raised.
Okay.
So number one, it took me time because I was raised to take my time, process my decisions, and make sure that I'm making the right decision.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, any decision that you make that's going to impact you for the long term, make sure that you can properly finance it.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure that you can provide. So my dad was a teacher. He was for us. Right? He was our father. He was a coach. Right? So he was a mentor.
Right.
So he was everything to us. Right? So we watched him. Right. We listened to the things that he said. Right. So it took me time because I had to make sure that I was making the right decision for the right reason. And it was at the right time in my life. I wasn't going to bring you into a situation where it's chaotic for me or I'm struggling and bring you into my struggle. Right. So I wanted to try and do some things so that when I marry you, and then when you said yes, because I knew you were going to say yes. It was no doubt.
I know.
I did.
You did.
I absolutely knew. I did. I put it on you.
Whatever. But I do know this. I knew that when we got married, you were working at a certain job and you were like, baby, no, I need to make more money because my goal is to take care of you. And so you told me, you was like, no, I need to wait because I need to have some money because I need to take care of you. Girl.
Yeah, and I had a plan.
Right.
You know, so it wasn't like I was using that as an excuse. No, I don't make enough money. No, I don't have the right job. No, I'm trying to do some things. I'm trying to figure my life. It wasn't like that. Right. I truly understood where I was, and it wasn't where I wanted to be if I was going to introduce a wife into my life. Right. It comes with a great responsibility. My responsibility is to provide and protect. Right. Not necessarily in that order, but provide and protect. Those are two things that I'm supposed to do. Right. I couldn't provide. And if I didn't have money, I sure couldn't protect you. Right. So we need to have gainful employment so we can have a nice place to stay. You can have a nice car to drive. You know, that makes me happy to know that I'm able to provide the necessities in life and you don't have to worry about it. Right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I just thought y'all should hear from him. Hey, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.